Welcome back to Easy English Academy. Today our session goes beyond just teaching you English. I'm here to connect with you on a more personal level, much like a trusted friend or a mentor. I'm here as someone who genuinely cares about your progress and is deeply committed to helping you achieve your language learning goals and personal growth. Let me ask you a very direct and honest question. Do you truly desire to speak English fluently and confidently, but often feel as though some invisible barrier is holding you back? Perhaps you understand a fair amount when you read or listen, but the moment you need to form your own sentences and speak, your mind frustratingly goes blank. Do you experience a surge of nervousness or even a slight feeling of embarrassment when faced with the prospect of speaking English? If any of this resonates with you, then please listen very carefully, because what I'm about to share today isn't about overwhelming you with complex grammar rules or confusing you with an avalanche of difficult, rarely used vocabulary. Instead, I'm going to offer you something incredibly powerful, something profoundly real and achievable, a collection of small, consistent habits that possess the potential to fundamentally transform your English speaking ability and your self-assurance, step by undeniable step. I want you to truly envision this moment. It's just you and me, sitting together comfortably. Perhaps you are relaxing on your bed or taking a peaceful walk outdoors, and I am guiding you personally through this journey. There's no pressure, no stress, just a simple, clear path to genuine learning. Now, it's important to understand this. Most people often struggle and eventually give up on their English learning journey, not because the English language itself is inherently difficult, but because they mistakenly try to conquer everything simultaneously. They attempt to master grammar, expand their vocabulary, perfect pronunciation, and achieve fluency all at once. This overwhelming approach quickly leads their brain to exclaim, "I can't possibly handle all of this." As a result, they become discouraged and simply stop. But today, we are going to fundamentally change this approach. We will proceed slowly, thoughtfully, but with a real, tangible impact. Speaking 5 simple sentences every day. Let me share with you a fundamental truth, often overlooked. True fluency in speaking can only be achieved through the act of speaking itself. While this might seem like a remarkably straightforward concept, it represents the primary hurdle where many learners falter. They diligently watch countless videos, they immerse themselves in books, and they grasp the nuances of grammar and vocabulary. Yet, when the crucial moment arrives to actually utter words aloud, an unsettling silence often prevails. And do you know precisely why this happens? It's because speaking is an active skill, not merely a collection of knowledge. It's exactly like learning to drive a car or ride a bicycle. You can watch 100 instructional videos on how to drive, but until you actually sit behind the wheel and start maneuvering, you won't truly learn. The same principle applies directly to learning English. Therefore, starting today, I'm giving you an incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective rule. Speak just 5 sentences every single day. Not 50, not 20, just 5. And I can almost hear your thoughts. Only 5 sentences. Will this truly make a difference? Yes, it absolutely will, especially if you commit to doing it consistently, day after day, without fail. Start with phrases as basic as these. I am learning English. I feel good. I am trying. I am happy. I am ready. That's all there is to it. Incredibly simple, isn't it? But here's where the real magic of this practice truly unfolds. Don't just say each sentence once and move on. Repeat it. Say each sentence 5 times or even 10 times. Say it clearly and loudly. This repetition is crucial because your brain learns by repeatedly encountering information, but more importantly, your mouth, the physical apparatus for speech, learns through the actual physical act of speaking. And please, listen to this vital point. Do not simply speak these sentences in your mind. You must speak them out loud. Even if there are people around you, find a way. Go into another room, step out onto a balcony or terrace, or take a short walk. The key is to use your voice. This is because genuine confidence doesn't magically appear from passive thought. It blossoms directly from active doing and practice. Let me share something personal with you. When I first embarked on my own journey of learning English, I found myself in precisely the same situation as many of you. I understood bits and pieces, but a deep-seated fear held me captive. I constantly worried, what if I make mistakes? What if people laugh at me? So I chose to remain silent, perpetuating my own cycle of fear. But one significant day, I made an unwavering decision. I declared, enough is enough. I will speak, even if my words are imperfect or wrong. On that very first day, I managed to utter just one sentence. I am learning English. My voice trembled noticeably, but I spoke. The next day, I spoke 2 sentences, then 3, then 5. And slowly, subtly, something profound began to shift within me. It wasn't my English fluency that changed first, it was my confidence. And once that foundational confidence began to take root, my English skills naturally started to follow. Let me offer you a small psychological insight that explains this phenomenon. Your brain inherently fears what it hasn't practiced. The more you consciously avoid speaking, the more that fear tends to grow and solidify. However, the very moment you begin to speak, even with small, tentative steps, your brain receives a powerful signal. Oh, this isn't so threatening after all. This is safe. And with that realization, your fear gradually begins to diminish. Mastering 10 useful words daily. Now, let's turn our attention to words, the building blocks of language. Many aspiring English speakers mistakenly believe, I need an extensive vocabulary filled with incredibly difficult and complex words. No, this is perhaps the biggest misconception and a common pitfall. You don't necessarily need big, obscure words. What you truly need are useful words. These are the words that you will regularly employ in your daily interactions and conversations. Let's consider some wonderfully simple yet powerful examples. Eat, go, come, like, want, feel, make, see, work, play. If you learn these specific 10 words and understand how to use them properly, you possess the capacity to construct 100 or even more different sentences. Now here is the essential strategy. Don't just passively learn these words, actively use them. For instance, practice forming simple sentences like, I eat food, I go outside, I like this, I feel happy, I want water. These sentences are straightforward, yet immensely powerful in building your foundation. Furthermore, repeat these sentences and words again and again, because repetition is the bedrock upon which strong memory is built. Here's a psychological fact. Your brain, by its nature, tends to forget information quickly unless it is actively reinforced. Repetition compels your brain to remember. Additionally, incorporate writing into your routine. Grab a small notebook specifically for this purpose. Each day, write down your 10 new words and then revisit them and read them aloud again before you go to sleep. This multisensory approach creates visual memory, seeing the words, speaking memory, saying the words, and writing memory, physically forming the words. When all three of these memory channels are engaged and combined, your learning process becomes significantly faster and more robust. Let me share the story of Emma. She was diligently trying to learn English. She downloaded numerous apps, watched countless videos, and began attempting to learn incredibly difficult words such as extraordinary, magnificent, and complicated. After just 1 week, she found that she had forgotten almost everything she learned. This left her feeling deeply frustrated and disheartened. Then, she wisely decided to change her entire approach. She began focusing solely on simple, high-frequency words, learning just 10 per day. Crucially, she made a point of using them immediately in sentences and speaking those sentences daily. Within just a few weeks, she noticed a remarkable change. She was confidently speaking small, coherent sentences. So, what invaluable lesson can we draw from Emma's experience? Simple words are far from weak. In fact, they are incredibly powerful. Even highly fluent English speakers primarily use simple words in their everyday conversations. Fluency is not about flaunting an enormous and obscure vocabulary. It's about the ease and clarity with which you express yourself using accessible language. The silent power of consistent listening. Now, I urge you to listen with utmost care. This next point is something that an overwhelming majority of people tend to overlook, yet it holds immense power: listening. You might think that speaking is the most important skill, and yes, it absolutely is crucial. However, it is consistent and active listening that truly builds and underpins your speaking ability. Consider how a child learns their native language. Does a child begin by studying complex grammar rules? Of course not. First, they listen intently, absorbing sounds, words, and sentence structures again and again, day after day. Only after this prolonged period of listening do they begin to mimic and then speak. The exact same natural process works for you. If you commit to listening daily, your brain will gradually begin to understand patterns, how sentences are constructed, how words are used in context, and how tone and intonation convey meaning. However, here's a common mistake many people make. They jump straight into listening to very fast English, often from content that is far too difficult for their current level. And then they inevitably declare, "I don't understand anything at all." Naturally, you won't. The key is to start simple, indeed very simple. Look for slow English audio, content with short sentences and clear, distinct voices. Even just 5 to 10 minutes of daily listening is enough to make a significant impact, but the consistency of doing it every single day is paramount. And here is a truly golden technique for active listening. Listen, pause, repeat. Don't just listen passively, as if you're merely being entertained. Instead, listen actively, as if you are engaged in a deliberate practice session. Let me tell you about Leo. He diligently studied grammar rules, and he learned many new words. Yet, when people spoke English to him, he often understood nothing. Why? Because he had never properly trained his ears to process spoken English. Then he began a daily routine of listening, dedicating just 10 minutes each day to simple audio and making a conscious effort to repeat the sentences he heard. At first, very little made sense, but he persevered and continued. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, individual words began to sound clearer. Then entire sentences started to make sense, leading to a much deeper overall understanding. And from this foundation, his speaking ability began to improve automatically, almost effortlessly. So, always remember this analogy. Your ears are like muscles. The more consistently you train them with focused listening, the stronger and more adept they will become at comprehending and processing English. And now, I want you to pause for a genuine moment. Just stop and reflect. Are you actively practicing these techniques daily, or are you merely watching videos and consuming information? Because watching by itself is not true learning. Real transformative learning happens when you actively engage and do. In the next part, I will reveal something even more powerful, showing you how reading, thinking, and writing can completely transform your English from the inside out, affecting not just your outward expression, but your inner cognitive processes. I'll also share some deeper psychological insights and tricks that most traditional teachers rarely, if ever, discuss. So, do not stop here, because your exciting journey has only just begun. And trust me, if you diligently follow these principles until the very end, your English will undoubtedly reach new heights and never be the same. Welcome back. Before we continue, I want to ask you a crucial question. Are you still just listening passively, or are you truly ready to fundamentally change your English? Because what I am about to share now is often the very point where most learners either experience a profound transformation or, unfortunately, decide to quit. So please, stay with me. Don't just hear these words, truly feel them resonate within you. Take a deep, calming breath. Now, allow yourself to visualize this. You wake up one morning and suddenly you no longer have to laboriously translate every thought in your mind before speaking. You no longer feel that familiar surge of nervousness or hesitation before you open your mouth. English words and phrases simply flow naturally and effortlessly. That version of you is not a distant dream. It is entirely within your reach, but its realization depends entirely on the consistent actions you choose to take every single day. Reading, your quiet and effective teacher. Now, listen carefully to this profound truth. Reading is like having a quiet, incredibly patient, and highly effective teacher. It doesn't loudly command your attention, nor does it force information upon you. Instead, it slowly, subtly, and deeply reshapes the way your brain processes language. Many people tend to avoid reading in English. They often express sentiments like, "Reading is boring," or "I simply don't understand what I'm reading." However, the underlying truth is often that they are attempting to read material that is far too difficult and challenging for their current level. Let me simplify this crucial aspect for you. You don't need to dive into complex novels or academic texts right away. Begin with something so incredibly easy that your mind feels relaxed and unburdened as you read. Think about short stories, simple articles, small paragraphs, or even just 5 or 6 straightforward lines. And here is the genuinely effective method for reading. Do not try to read quickly. Instead, read slowly and deliberately. Savor every single word. Take your time to fully understand the meaning of each sentence. And here's an incredibly powerful trick that dramatically enhances learning. Read out loud. This is because when you read silently, primarily only your eyes are engaged in the process. But when you read out loud, your brain, your mouth, and your ears are all actively working together in synchronicity. This multisensory engagement creates a much stronger, deeper, and more lasting learning experience. Let me share the story of Lily. She absolutely dreaded reading in English and consistently skipped it. As a result, after many months, her English proficiency showed very little improvement. Then, one day, she made a conscious decision to push herself. She committed to just 10 minutes of reading a simple story. She didn't comprehend every single word, but she didn't allow that to stop her. The next day, she repeated the practice, another 10 minutes. Slowly but surely, the words began to become more familiar. The sentences became easier to understand, and something truly interesting started to happen. Her speaking ability improved significantly, almost, without her consciously trying. This is because reading provides you with ready-made sentence patterns and structures. You don't have to laboriously create everything from scratch. Your brain naturally begins to absorb and replicate the grammatical patterns and vocabulary it encounters. So, starting from today, commit to just 5 to 10 minutes of reading. There are absolutely no excuses. Even if you feel a surge of laziness, do it anyway, because consistent discipline always triumphs over fleeting motivation. Thinking directly in English, the true game changer. Now we are venturing into a truly powerful aspect of language acquisition, something that distinctly differentiates novice learners from genuinely fluent speakers: thinking in English. Let me ask you this question with complete honesty. When you prepare to speak English, what is your typical process? For many, it involves first forming their thoughts in their native language, then laboriously translating those thoughts into English, and only then attempting to speak. This multi-step process often leads to slow, hesitant speech, mental confusion, and frequently getting stuck mid-sentence. Now listen closely. Truly fluent speakers do not translate. They think directly in English. And I know what you might be thinking. How can I possibly think in English? It feels utterly impossible. Yes, at first it undoubtedly will feel that way, precisely because your brain has been predominantly trained and accustomed to thinking in your native language. But rest assured, we can gradually retrain it. Begin slowly, with very small, simple thoughts. Practice thinking, I am sitting, I am drinking water, I am walking, I feel tired. That's all you need to start with. Do not attempt to construct grand, complex sentences in your mind. Small, focused thinking is incredibly powerful thinking. Now here is a practical exercise you can begin right now. Look around your immediate environment and consciously describe the objects and actions you see in English. Think, this is my phone. This is my room. I am sitting on the bed. Keep it simple. This seemingly basic practice actively builds a new and invaluable habit within your brain. And here's an important psychological insight. Your brain will always naturally follow your dominant habit. If you consistently think in your native language every day, that becomes your automatic default. If you consciously start thinking in English daily, then that habit will become your new automatic default. Let me tell you about Noah. He found himself constantly translating every single sentence and every word, and this process left him feeling utterly exhausted. Speaking English felt like an incredibly heavy and burdensome task. Then, one day, he made a firm rule for himself: no more translation, only simple thinking directly in English. The first day was extremely difficult. The second day was still quite hard, but he refused to give up. After just 1 week, his mental processing speed dramatically improved. After 1 month, he had almost entirely stopped translating. And that, he realized, was precisely when his fluency truly began to flourish. So, always remember, genuine fluency is not primarily about speaking fast. It's about thinking directly and spontaneously in the target language. Writing, your personal pressure-free practice zone. Now listen carefully. Writing is a practice that most people tend to ignore or undervalue, yet it is undeniably one of the strongest tools you possess for language development. This is because when you actively engage in writing, you are compelled to slow down your thinking process. This deliberate slowing allows you to clearly see your mistakes, better understand sentence structures, and solidify grammatical rules. And please, do not worry. I am certainly not asking you to write lengthy, elaborate essays. Just focus on writing simple sentences. You can write phrases like, I am happy, I am learning English, I feel good, I am tired today. Or try writing about your day. I wake up at 7 a.m., I eat breakfast, I go outside. And here is something profoundly powerful about daily writing. When you write consistently, your brain begins to organize your thoughts much more effectively and logically. And when your thoughts are clear and well structured, your ability to speak them confidently and coherently becomes significantly easier. Now, take a moment to imagine this scenario. If you only practice speaking without also writing, you might find yourself forgetting sentence patterns and vocabulary more easily. However, if you integrate writing into your practice, you actively build a much stronger and more durable memory foundation for those patterns and words. Let me tell you about Grace. She was initially terrified of writing in English. She constantly thought, my sentences will definitely be wrong, and so she diligently avoided it. But one day she bravely started with just 3 simple sentences. That was her commitment. The next day she wrote 5 sentences, then 7, and slowly she began to notice a remarkable change. Her sentences were becoming progressively better structured and more accurate. Her confidence steadily increased, and when she spoke, her words came out more clearly and fluently. This transformation occurred because writing is like a perfect practice session without the added pressure of immediate conversation. Now, I want you to make a commitment. Tonight, before you go to sleep, write down just 5 sentences. Don't strive for perfection, simply focus on clear expression. Use this as a moment to pause, think, and reflect on your day or your feelings. Now stop for another moment. Don't rush forward, just think deeply. Are you truly practicing these techniques and engaging with them, or are you merely observing and watching? Because watching often feels like learning, but it is not the same as genuine learning. Real, impactful learning begins when you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It starts when you bravely try, when you consistently repeat, when you stumble and perhaps even fail, but critically, you still continue moving forward. And listen carefully. If you have made it this far into the video, that signifies something very important. It means there is a genuine seriousness within you, something deep inside that truly desires change and improvement. In the next segment, I'm going to reveal something even more powerful: how to confidently speak with real people, how to completely eliminate fear and hesitation, how to seamlessly integrate English into every aspect of your daily life, and how to build absolutely unstoppable confidence. And I will also share a very candid truth: why some individuals learn English in a matter of months, while others remain stuck and frustrated for years. So please, do not stop here. because this final part might just be the definitive turning point, not just for your English proficiency, but for your overall confidence in life. Welcome back. Before we begin this final transformative part, I want you to take a second, settle in, and truly feel the significance of this moment. You began this video perhaps feeling confused, maybe a little afraid, or perhaps simply stuck in your English learning journey. But now you are no longer the same person. You have gained clarity. You now understand the clear path forward. The only remaining question is, will you choose to actively walk on this path, or will you simply leave it here and revert to old habits? Let me tell you something profoundly true and impactful. English itself is not inherently difficult. The real difficulty is created by your own mind, the fear, the hesitation, the tendency to overthink every single word. These are the true obstacles holding you back. And today, we are going to systematically break them down, once and for all. Speaking with real people, the ultimate confidence builder now. Listen with absolute focus. Up until this point, you have been practicing diligently on your own, speaking to yourself, thinking in English, and writing. All of that solitary practice is excellent and foundational. However, now you need to courageously step into the real world, because true, unshakable confidence doesn't blossom in isolation. It emerges and solidifies when you actively engage in conversation with another person. And I know, I can almost feel your heart beating faster at this thought. You're probably thinking, what if I make mistakes? What if they judge me harshly? Let me be completely honest with you. Yes, you absolutely will make mistakes. Everyone does, even native speakers. But do you know something incredibly powerful about this? People care significantly less than you imagine. Most people are genuinely preoccupied with their own lives and thoughts. They are not scrutinizing or judging your English in the way you might fear. Start incredibly small, very small steps. Do not attempt to have long, complex conversations right away. Just practice saying, "Hello, how are you?" or "What are you doing?" That is more than enough to begin. And here's a crucial trick. Speak slowly. When you try to speak too fast, your brain tends to panic, leading to more errors and hesitation. When you speak slowly and deliberately, your brain remains calm and can process thoughts more effectively. Also, listen very carefully. Conversation is not solely about speaking. It is equally, if not more, about attentive listening. When you genuinely listen, you understand. And when you understand what is being said, you are then able to respond much more appropriately and confidently. Let me tell you about Daniel. He practiced extensively on his own, and he was quite good when he was alone. But the moment he encountered someone he had to speak English with, he would become completely silent, paralyzed by fear. One day, someone simply asked him, "How are you?" He knew the answer perfectly well, but his fear utterly stopped him from speaking. That day, he felt incredibly bad, a deep sense of frustration. But instead of giving up, he made a firm decision. Next time, I will speak. The very next opportunity, he managed to say one simple sentence, "I am fine." It was a tiny step, but immensely powerful. Then, slowly, he started speaking more and more, little by little. After just a few weeks, he found himself having normal, everyday conversations. So, what truly changed for Daniel? It wasn't primarily his English skills at first, it was his courage. So, starting today, make an effort to talk to someone, even for just 2 minutes. It could be a friend, a stranger, or anyone you encounter. And if absolutely no one is available, then record your own voice. Speak into your phone, then listen back and identify areas for improvement. Watching English content smartly, not randomly. Now, let's discuss watching videos and other English content, because most of you already do this. But the critical question is, are you truly learning from them? Most people watch videos like they're just entertainment, scrolling idly, watching passively, and then quickly forgetting what they've seen. That is not effective learning. You need to watch like an active learner. Choose simple videos, content with slow, clear English and distinct speaking voices. Avoid anything too fast or overly complicated initially. And here's the secret, highly effective method: pause, repeat, copy. Watch one line of dialogue, then pause the video. Repeat that line exactly as the speaker said it. Actively try to copy their tone, their rhythm, and their style. This technique is known as shadowing, and it is incredibly powerful. This is because you are not just passively absorbing words, you are actively learning how English truly sounds, how words connect, and how intonation works. Let me tell you about Mia. She watched a vast number of English videos, but she never seemed to improve because she simply watched them without any active focus or engagement. Then, she fundamentally changed her approach. She began watching videos slowly, consciously repeating lines, and diligently copying the pronunciation and intonation. Within just a few weeks, she started speaking much more clearly and with significantly increased confidence. So, remember, watching English content is a powerful tool, but only when it is done correctly and with a learner's mindset. The real secret, making English a daily, consistent habit. Now, this is arguably the single most important lesson of all. If you truly grasp and internalize this principle, everything else about your English learning journey will change. English is not merely a subject to be studied, it is, at its core, a habit to be cultivated. Many people start their English learning with a burst of immense energy. On day 1, they might study for 2 solid hours. Day 2, nothing happens. Day 3, they try to start again, only to stop shortly thereafter. And then they lament, "I'm not improving." Of course not, because genuine, lasting progress absolutely requires consistency above all else. Let me simplify this vital concept. 10 minutes of practice every single day is infinitely more powerful and effective than a sporadic 2-hour study session once a week. So, actively create a dedicated routine for yourself, whether it's in the morning or in the evening. Fix a specific time in your schedule. Speak a little during that time. Learn a few new words. Listen for a few minutes. Read a short passage. That is more than enough. Even on your busiest days, commit to at least 5 minutes of practice, but make sure you do something. The key is to never break the chain of consistency. Let me tell you about Ryan. He used to study English quite randomly, sometimes for long periods, sometimes not at all. Unsurprisingly, he saw very little progress. Then, he changed just one crucial thing. He embraced consistency. He committed to daily 10-minute practice sessions, without a single break. After just a few weeks, he began to feel a noticeable improvement. After a few months, he became truly confident in his English abilities. So, what was the magical ingredient in his transformation? It wasn't innate talent, nor was it superior intelligence. It was simply unwavering consistency. Confidence, your essential and final weapon. Now, we arrive at the most profoundly powerful part of your journey, confidence. Because without genuine self-confidence, you will remain silent and hesitant, even if you possess a vast knowledge of English. Conversely, with a strong sense of confidence, even slightly imperfect or broken English can sound remarkably strong and effective. Let me share an undeniable truth with you. No one, absolutely no one, speaks perfect English all the time. Even the most fluent and accomplished speakers make mistakes occasionally. So, why are you waiting to be perfect before you even start? Begin now. Speak now. And whenever that familiar fear starts to creep in, tell yourself firmly, I am learning, I am improving, I am not afraid. Your internal words create your mindset, and your mindset in turn powerfully creates your confidence. Take small, manageable steps. 1 sentence today, 2 tomorrow. Remember, slow, consistent growth is the most authentic and lasting kind of growth. And crucially, never, ever compare yourself to others. Someone else may appear to learn faster, while another might progress more slowly. But your unique journey is precisely that, yours. Focus on your own progress. Let me tell you about Anna. She was perpetually afraid to speak English and consistently chose to remain silent. But one day, she bravely spoke 1 single sentence. Her voice was barely a whisper, but she spoke. The next day, she spoke again, and then again, consistently pushing through her fear. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, that debilitating fear began to disappear. Confidence began to emerge. This is because confidence doesn't arrive first. Action comes first, and confidence follows. Final talk. Listen very carefully now. I want you to stop and take a good, honest look at yourself. Not the old you, but the new you who has absorbed these lessons. You now possess the knowledge of what to do, how to do it, and critically, why you must do it. So do not wait for tomorrow. Begin today. Speak a little, learn a little, practice a little, and one day, sooner than you think, you will suddenly realize that you are speaking English fluently, without fear, without hesitation, and with complete ease. And when that incredible day finally arrives, please remember this very moment, this precise point in time when you made the profound decision to not give up, to not quit. If you are truly serious about transforming your English, then don't just passively watch. Make a firm commitment to yourself. Come back daily, practice daily, grow daily. And before you go, please take a moment to comment one thing below. I will start today. Because when you publicly declare it, you make a powerful promise, not to me, but to your future self. I'll see you on your continuing journey of growth and mastery.